In today's first video, we are heading to Denver, Colorado. After constantly seeing triangle-shaped objects flying in the night, the original poster, in an attempt to catch it on video, started to randomly record the skies. After a few attempts on different days, on October 19, 2023, he finally managed to record the object with a camera equipped with night vision goggles. In the first few minutes of the footage, the original poster keeps scanning the skies, but without any success. Then, around 3.5 minutes in, the triangular-shaped object finally shows up. Taking a closer look, it can be easily seen that the object seems to have 3 distinct lights, one on each of its edges. A few seconds later, a plane can be seen flying in the opposite direction. Comparing both objects, we can already discard the possibility of that object being a plane. Adding more information to this mystery, another Reddit user stated that he saw the exact same object in Denver. Even though he wasn't able to see the edges, he assures that he saw 3 faint red lights and a triangle formation crossing the entire sky in a matter of seconds without making any sound. Definitely, a drone couldn't move this fast. Let me know in the comments what you think this object could be. The object in Iraq. Moving on to the next video, we have a saucer-shaped object flying over Iraq back in 2008. This footage was recorded through thermal night vision out of a LAV-25, which is a light armored vehicle used by the United States Army. According to the soldier who posted this footage, he first noticed the object from a low altitude, and it slowly started rising. But what made him start recording was the object's erratic movement. It was absolutely different from aircraft with a fixed or rotary wing. The soldier also claimed that after he stopped recording, the unidentified object kept rising until it was completely out of sight. He mentioned that he was also deployed to Afghanistan back in 2010, and on one of the night patrols, his entire squad witnessed a flying object around 500 meters away from their position. The object was emitting multiple colors and maneuvering differently than anything that they were used to seeing on the battlefield. Let's take one last look at the footage. Could it be some sort of lesser-known military aircraft or something out of this world? Its erratic movement surely leaves us wondering. Louisiana Lights. Now let's move on to Lake Charles, Louisiana. Recorded on September 23, 2023, this video showcases an odd pattern of blinking lights in the night sky. Unfortunately, apart from date and location, the original poster of this video hasn't provided any more details about this footage. Taking a closer look, this mysterious formation seems to be composed of 6 different objects. At times, they seem to blink in sync, then moments later, they blink in their own pattern. The UFO community has raised 2 theories about this event. The first one was that those objects were probably Starlinks. However, other users claimed that Starlinks don't really blink in sync like that, so this possibility can already be ruled out. The other plausible explanation for this event could be a drone formation. But there is a catch. There is an airport in the city of Lake Charles, which means that flying drones are not allowed in that area. As we are not sure how close that formation was to the airport, we cannot completely rule out this theory. What's your thoughts? Drones are something way more complex than that. 1994 Nellis UFO. Let's head back to 1994 in the state of Nevada. Giving a short background on the video, it was allegedly recorded by a high-tech Air Force surveillance camera from an undisclosed location within the Nellis Air Force Base Bombing and Gunnery Range Complex. And in the following year, it was supposedly leaked by contractor personnel who operated tracking stations on the Nellis Range. Afterwards, copies of the tape were sold to Paramount Studios by a former Air Force employee. Now let's take a better look at the video. It depicts a vague object resembling a blimp with 4 light-colored lobes and a dark front, flying in front of a distant mountain range. The camera struggles to capture the unidentified object as it approaches, revealing it turning to face the tracking station for a brief surveillance-like moment before departing. It is definitely hard to understand how this object is shaped, but based on documents and frame-by-frame analysis of the footage, Reddit user Alora Fane recreated in 3D what this object possibly looked like. Even though this event got a lot of attention back in 1994, 3 decades have passed, and there has been no proper outcome explaining the object's origin or nature. But now, if you made it this far into the video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to this channel. You can also support us by becoming a member by clicking on the join button below. It will help immensely. I also want to take a moment to thank all of the members of the channel. A big thanks to Paul Gardner II, the first supporter of Skywatch TV. With that being said, let's jump back to where we stopped. Lumberton UFO. Lumberton, Texas, almost 10 p.m. A bright light with no flashing was seen hovering over the night skies. The original poster for this video stated that the street light in his apartment complex went out right before they witnessed the unidentified object. Still, according to the author of the video, the object was traveling pretty fast, even though it was pretty windy at that moment. The UFO enthusiasts quickly made the safest bet, claiming that the shiny object was probably a drone. However, the partner of the original poster responded to this comment, stating that it was a very windy, rainy night and a bad storm was just around the corner. On top of that, the object wasn't flashing any light, it only had a constant light turned on. Lastly, it was also stated that the object didn't emit any sound, but of course, this could be due to distance and the sound of the wind. Let me know in the comments what you think this object could be. Lake Winnipeg Light. Now let's take a look at a set of photos taken from the flight deck of a plane in northern Manitoba, Canada. The pictures depict an amazingly bright light that can be seen hovering over Lake Winnipeg. Knowing that this lake's width ranges from 20 to 60 miles, this light is around 10 miles off the shore. The first guess is that this light could probably be related to oil drilling platforms, however, there are none in Lake Winnipeg. Also, zooming in on the footage, apart from the light's reflection on the water, no platform can be seen below it. Another possible explanation for this case is that locals reported that the Coast Guard often practices with night flares, which aligns with the color of the lights in the picture. However, this doesn't close the case because, according to the report from the author of the pictures, he assures that the lights remained lit up for a very long time, something that doesn't really happen with regular flares. What about you? Do you stick with the flare theory? Let me know in the comments. And there you have it. A compilation of mysterious UFO videos from around the internet. Each sighting brings its own set of questions, leaving us to wonder about the mysteries that linger in our skies. What are your thoughts on these encounters? Share your insights in the comments below. Until next time, keep your eyes on the skies and stay vigilant. Is that too much to ask for?